Okay, go live. Okay, go live. Oh, really? Oh, my goodness. Oh, look at this. Look at this, Jilly, look. One retro jet. Two retro jet. That is beautiful. Oh, focus, Jerry. Focus, focus, focus. Oh, don't tell me. I need to. My camera, I think it needs to wake up, mate. You copy, mate. Do you copy? Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Retro-orama. She is coming out of this runway. She would have turned onto that other runway by now. Oh really? That's hilarious. But subtly every now and then, so where are you now? Yeah, where are you? Where are you now? Oh yeah, there I am. Right, okay. Yeah. Yes, 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 and they have, man. Oh baby, baby, baby. Link please, GP. Oh man, I think that's the, isn't that the full set? I mean, you know, in terms of like a royal flush. Isn't that a royal flush? No, but it doesn't come in here. In terms of, in terms of traffic at Chicago, we have got the royal flush. And of course we do have arrivals. Gee, it's great to be back home. Oh, has he just come in? He's, oh no, his slats are down. Here we go. Listen to this, CF6 engines. Listen to them. Oh, okay, that's another retro. So that's 3 retros in the space of 5 minutes. The other one's gone off. I think they've just come in actually. So come on now. Josie Rollins enjoying the streams from Chicago. strong signal here, GP. One, two, three, four, possibly five departures before it. Well, yeah, but it'll show that we're live, won't it? Go on. Okay, stand by, folks. We're going Freeview. 1 hour and count. Hey Siri, set countdown for 1 hour. Seems for every departure we have an arrival anyway, so. Oh, yes, of course it did. Of course it did. Skies are clearing. Yeah. Let's just. Okay. Let us pray. Dear Lord of technology, please, on this last day of Chicago, we ask you that we receive. May we be grateful and thankful for the data that we receive. Can we just ask you if it's all right that we retain a good quality connection for this MD-11, please? Welcome, folks. Chicago O'Hare International. ORD is your airport code. You want to put that in your flight radar 24 and smoke it. Yeah, we are. This is runway 22, which is primarily a departures runway, especially in the early mornings for the commuter traffic. But we do get the odd mega departure like we had the other day with the 777 and a 757. Looks like this that FedEx 767 may also be headed up this way. Who's on the back of this Frontier jet here? It's okay, but it's not cute, you know? Cute things on the bagatelle. Bob Kaggy type things. Aidan Campbell. You see that Jilly there, or have I missed you? Yeah. Just keeping an eye on that. Have you gone? Are you open? What's going on? Hello? It just keeps connecting to the house. Are you all right, GP? Are you okay? Okay. Phew. Did you see Aidan Campbell's Lord's Prayer of data? Ellis Chernoff. Oh, this is Ellis Chernoff. We're all over it. But or is it? No, it's Captain Manny. It's Ellis, who's the FedEx, is it? Or I thought Captain Manny was the FedEx guy. Yeah. So Ellis would have, I don't know, I think Ellis flew the DC-10s, didn't he? Chai holder. Right, okay, I'm just going to get this because we've got an arrival. This is just spectacular. This is spectacular. Oh my goodness me. Ellis Chernoff, only 1 degree temperature and dew point spread. Should get fantastic condensation this morning. Yes, we will. Okay, Jerry, belt up. I've got goosebumps. Watch the intakes, man. Here we go. Just beautiful, man. Let me get a little turn out of you, mate. Going into the second phase of the climb now. Tri-holer. Stunning. Jazz has gifted 20 memberships. Thanks, mate. This isn't an exercise for gifting, folks. This is just an exercise to show our Freeview audience what they're missing out on when we come overseas. Just to give them a little taste of what we get up to. We've had 2 days of intenseness here at Chicago, man, and what fun we've had with our members, man. It was great to see all of you guys with us. Of course, all our premium members as well are going to be able to watch the full 2 day shows in a week's time, and then we'll obviously get our feedback from them. But Jazz, thank you so much, very kind of you indeed. Have firework hangover from last night, Gordon Freeman. Yes. I heard it when I got back to my hotel, and I was 7.5. I certainly heard the booms and the blasts of the fireworks display. So as you can see, massively spread out here at that's not even the furthest runway, I don't think. Crazy how big this place is. Due south. Karina, thank you. Blimey, look at this. Yeah, looking still talking with Air India about Sunday, folks. Jimmy Scotland. Pleasure. Yeah, it's going to be tight, folks. In terms of the inaugural, funky shot. Well, not quite. What? Oh, I thought you said the battery something there, Jilly. Simon Twitchett, I bet there are a few receding hairlines in the tower with so many runways. Well, they've got it's spread out over 3 towers. Look how far away the far tower is, man. I mean, that's looking after the northern side of the airfield. Then we've got this middle tower, the main tower there, overseeing the runways either side of us here. And then, of course, we've got this runway here, which I'm not sure what they. I know there's a far runway over there, which is I'll have a look in a minute, but it's very rarely used until the afternoon for Ellis Chernoff, thanks for covering the FedEx action this morning. Ellis, it's an absolute pleasure. You know, it was a funny one because, you know, I was in the truck, I just rocked up here, and Jilly was just sort of like, you know, where are you right now? And are you likely to be sort of like, you know? And then I got out the truck and I looked over here and I was like, oh my God, Jilly. She said, I know what you're looking at. I know exactly what you're looking at. I'm like, oh, here we go. Ellis has gifted 10 channel memberships. Thank you, Ellis. That is very kind of you, my friend. Timmy Toothpicks has also gifted a channel membership. That's very kind of you, Timmy. Thank you. Morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Oh, Jazz, didn't see your message, but thank you so much for your kind words. Been a bit of a difficult 6 months for him, apparently, but we've brought a little bit of happiness to his life, which is, or a bit of a distraction, should I say. Jazz, that's wonderful. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best for the future. I'm sure you'll be fine, and everything will work out for you. Just got to have those positive vibes. Look at this beautiful retro jet. Huge Starlink unit on the 737. Hold on a minute, GP. Let me just move this quickly, just see if that's it. We're good to get the 7.6, and then we're going to move up to the other position, folks. So yeah, we've got some pretty bad interference at the moment, so we're going to get this 767 if it works, and then we're going to move on, so look out on your notifications. Rattlesnakes. Move the mic. Let's see that. Wow, Nick, great, thank you. We could try it, yeah, if you want. Okay, what we're gonna try and do, folks, is we're gonna try and road trip it. Yeah, thanks, Nick. Gifted, is it 20 channel memberships? And Digital David is back. Welcome back, Digital David. Okay. Okay. I don't know what to do, Jilly. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you think so, do you? Oh, okay. Did it? I don't remember. I don't recall having audio issues. Did we? Okay. Oh. Okay, stand by, folks. Hold on tight. We're going to put the kettle on. We're going on a road trip. Now the problem is that this place. One thing's for sure. This is definitely a. It's funny, isn't it? How we can go to one place and then people say, you know, best show ever, and then they go to somewhere else and it's like, oh my God, Jilly, am I still live? Just let me quickly get this, man. Audio or no audio. We're going up to the other end of the field, folks, which is literally right up the other end of the field. Wow. Here at the Copa. Okay, this is a one-handed operation. Yeah. We're always the best to go, but they fell in love. Da, da, da. But who shot who? Go. I definitely didn't leave these waterproof trousers on. I'm sweating. Covers off. Probably the one taking off, I would imagine. Possibly a you know, you get a lot of optical illusions, don't you, with bits and bobs, bits and bobs, bits and bobs. Okay, that's good. It's working nicely. We can move that there. Well, yeah, it's always a little bit sketchy, that that position. Stand by, GP. You're are you there?
You ready to drive away?
Yes. Okay. Stand by. I'm just putting you on the headset.
Okay.
Okay, stand by, GP. Stand by. Just you are on air. Please do not swear, etc., etc.
Etc. etc. Gotcha. No worries.
Okay. Super duty. Nozzle pause. Oh, look at the little truck, look at him, look. That's got to appear in the cartoon, isn't it?
Just read the UPS takeoff and definitely something came from the left hand. Okay, so the UPS takeoff, right. I'll write that down, I'll have a look later.
It's definitely a cartoon character truck, that one.
The signal on it is very bad.
Okay, so I'm not even, what is it, frozen at the moment or what?
Sounds like you've been KO'd as well by the pterodactyl thing. Interesting.
Okay.
No, Jerry. No,
who's that? Who said that?
Video buff.
Okay. Video buff. KO'd. Brilliant.
Interesting. It was a big update.
Oh, was it?
Okay, you are back. I don't know how else it always. We'll just roll with it until you get to the other position. I can't because it's just off. Okay. Oh yeah, it's Friday. I'm allowed to talk on Friday.
What's that?
Just chat and saying it's Friday. We're all saying hello then, so I'm saying hello now.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, we won't count the road trip in the Freeview hour, yeah? Let's
No. Yeah.
wait until we get to the other location and then... how long were we live for there? Probably 20 minutes, wasn't it?
25?
Yeah.
Maybe even 20 because...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
How long were we live before we went through the...
Yes.
Yeah, maybe let's just start again with an hour when we get there. Yeah? Just start again with it.
By the way, folks, this is not an exercise for gifting membership or anything like that, folks. Please understand that. Please don't worry about it. But thank you to anybody who does give membership. But again, I have to reiterate, this is not an exercise for doing that. What we do is, with the permission of our first and super class members, we usually do a 1 hour preview for the folks back home and around the world who generally don't get to see this kind of stuff live. Obviously, you can see it on multiple videos from around the world and blah blah blah. Alex's stuff yesterday, the 4K stuff, but it's just a nice little opportunity to give a little look at what we do here on Big Jet TV, and to show that we deliver exactly what we say we're going to deliver in terms of, you know, the membership perks with us being overseas, travelling internationally, putting your money to work basically is what it is. This is your membership money at work, so you know, obviously the priority needs to go to our first and super class members, and then when we're in Europe it's premium members as well. Premium members will of course get to see these last 2 days this time next week, literally. We're pretty good on that. We normally will all of the shows in one block rather than doing it like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. We will do it in one block so that you're not hanging around and waiting for the next bit to allow. So we've been here since been filming since Wednesday. I was caught in a serious, very intense storm on Tuesday night when I arrived here. I'll put that up on YouTube. I'll probably put together something on my flight later on and put that up so you can see how intense it was. But if you've seen footage of, you know, intense storms, then that's the sort of thing you can expect to see. As you can see, a very short train carriages on the left. They usually go for miles. This is out here. So this is a very famous location, spotting location, and one that gives us a decent signal. Because obviously, as you can appreciate, wherever you go, anywhere in the world, especially overseas with us, the signal is the major determining factor. What's going on, Julie? Why are you playing that back?
I'll just...
Oh, okay.
Because you're cutting in and out of it.
Oh, okay, well, I'm driving. So.
And I was also... Yeah, that's what I'm just explaining to people, Jerry. I'll just checking on the lamp. I think...
Well, we'll do a sync check when I get there.
Yeah, when you get there. Yeah. Oh, Pepper's literally defended. Hello. Pepper.
Blind side.
Pepper. Yeah. Pepper. Hello. Doing that. Okay. There you go. There you go. Whoa. Easy.
Yeah, it's chucking. Around it. Oh, okay, hold on a minute. What's he doing? Is he he's just holding everyone just to allow that bloody vehicle to move. I'm going to go around him. Oh, he's going in there and all. What's going on there? Is he dumping stuff? So as you can see, we are at the complete opposite end of the airfield, ladies and gentlemen, where all the killdeer is killdeer. Is that the actual pronunciation? Is that the correct pronunciation for these birdies? Okay, there we go. Someone else get you there with the cats, did he? Oh, brilliant. There's a cat in the truck. Right, you lot. Come on. Oh, what you mean the bit falling off the 767? So what, are people winding back and seeing that, or? Okay. Stand by. The wheel well. It might be out of sync. Music and fashion. Ooh, always the... I'm going to have to take these flipping these trousers off, otherwise I'm going to melt. I'm literally gonna melt. Let's bring that out here, put that on there. Don't think there's any rain inbound. I think so. You want to do sync check, GP? Stand by. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2. There you go. Mind that. Big clod up in boots. Right, just gonna rig my phone up in a second, hold on. We're so fortunate to have pilots and engineers, technicians, and, you know, people from back in the day as well. Ellis still in his early years, really. I mean, 72 years old, but used to fly the classic jets. So we get a perspective from both the modern day pilots, like what we need is really, we need a rainstorm, or we just need a downpour. This is Etihad's 351K, I think. Yeah, there's a lot of times that when a bird is in shot and flying nowhere near the aircraft, but it can be mistaken quite easily for something falling off the aircraft. But no, usually, I think we got, what was it? Which one was it that we caught the bird strike of the aircraft, and then the next day we saw the hole in the leading edge? What was that? It was Saudi, yeah. Crazy, man. So here we are on the other side of the airfield, folks. Oh. Let me move this truck back. Because Really? Really? Oh my goodness. Why would they go to Heathrow? Oh yeah. The hell I will. Okay, here we go then. Oh blimey. We got Nick Gray's 20 memberships, didn't we? And of course we've got Jazz as well. Ellis, along with everybody else who's gifted channel memberships. Thank you. Craig Russell, welcome to Chicago, or the third biggest airport in the world. And that does not surprise me because it is a vast expanse of land here. You can, I mean, it's really quite difficult to see the operations right over the other side of the airfield. They are actually, let's just have a little look here. Brilliant. So these are the runway 28s. That's 28 centre there that you see that aircraft going out of. In fact, hold on a minute. No, that was the other operations, wasn't it? So lucky to have one of our resident pilots with us on Wednesday. Blair, who's a 737 first officer with American Airlines, flying on the Max and the I call it the NG, but it is sort of like obviously a lot more advanced than the NG, but generally it's a bit like the Neo versus the CEO. The Max being the most up to date. Oh, hold on a minute. Nice. That's proper old school American Eagle, isn't it? So those runways that we're looking at now, 10 centre, 10 left, actually, sorry, my apologies. I'll get this right in a minute. Okay, lined up on 27 left to Minneapolis. They're all lining up for 27 left departure runway, and the arrivals runway is 27 centre. The runway that's right in front of us here is 28 centre, and it's interesting that when I said the reason why they have 27s and 28s when they're right next, when they're almost parallel with each other, in fact I think they are parallel with each other, is because they ran out of letters. Chicago skyline, folks. Isn't that beautiful? This is where we caught the very famous 3 747s in a row landing last time we were here. There it is. It's that retro jet. Nice. Mrs. H was watching Guy Martin's latest show last night. Jerry was on it. Yes, we had a little appearance on there. I don't know how long it lasts for, but thank you. Paul Skilling's gifted a channel membership. Thanks, mate. Kind of you. Triple Seven Lenny. I'm not sure. Somebody just mentioned about it being the third busiest airport. Is that worldwide, or is that globally, or is that in the US? If it's in the US, it's like, wow, blimey. Crazy places like Denver's pretty crazy, isn't it? Michelle Bartlett, about 2 minutes. What's that, about 2 minutes? Zoe B, Chicago forecast chance of rain and thunderstorms developing over Lake Michigan down near downtown and further south later today around about 3 p.m. I won't be around then because I'll be getting myself packed up and ready to fly back to old London town. Bearing in mind also, folks, tomorrow with Air India, it's just sorry, not tomorrow, Sunday, you know, we had we not been in Chicago, and of course always the emphasis is on our members, and this call came in quite late from our friends at Air India to ask us to cover the arrival of their new A350. Now on Sunday, both their services are going to be using the A350. So the plan is that, okay, we might miss, and also thrown into the mix here, unfortunately, the operations are going to be 09s, which doesn't favour us at all at the moment. We'll just have to see what transpires with it. Whether we go to the Renaissance, for example, we will catch the touchdown and the rollout. Hopefully they'll roll her out a long way, but the thing is that it's an early morning arrival, folks, and just in terms of my welfare or my well-being, getting up at sort of like 5 o'clock. Oh really, thanks Martin. Possible storms on Sunday as well. So yeah, just the fact that I will have arrived 24 hours earlier. I'm arriving Saturday morning early. That means I'm awake all day, and I need to sort of like try and get myself back into UK. What's that? So what we're planning is to do the second Air India arrival around about, was it 1 o'clock, Julie? Okay, so the arrival is at 11 something, is it? Okay, so the arrival of the second one is at 11:30. The first one is at, was it what, 7:30, which is just, it means that I'll have to be up at like 6 o'clock absolute minimum. However, if it turns out that I'm sort of like, you know, me head's all discombobulated. Wow, look at this turn. Is that what's going on here? Is that a departure? Wow! Oh, really? Okay, so we'll have to see, folks. We'll play it by ear. We'll play it by ear to see what we can do in terms of Gary D. Thank you. He's gifted 5 channel memberships. We'll see what we can do in terms of catching it. Jilly's just told me that apparently today's aircraft is delayed by 9 hours. So there's every chance that, you know, we might catch it. Because if we are going to do it from the Renaissance, it will be touchdown on 09 left, which will give us an opportunity to see it rolling up to Terminal 2/3, because that's where it's going to be parked up. And so we'll be able to get a good shot of it from the side. And then they'll go to gate, and we will carry on, and then probably we will. Yeah. Yes. Oh, it's gone over the top. It's definitely, these are great, these departures, man. Loving these departures. I need to get these flipping waterproofs off. I'm absolutely, wait a minute, let me stand by. Okay, we do have an Asiana 747 freighter inbound, folks. We're hearing. Just bring the chat filter, change the chat filter. There we go. Okay. Oh, look at this old fella there. Go on, son. Off on a fishing trip or hunting trip. Korean 777 followed by the 747 Aidan Campbell. Right, let's just have a look at that. Japan Airlines 777 from Haneda on finals, Craig Russell. Which runway are we talking about? Is that the far left runway? Ian Hanna, next time I'm in Chicago, I'm staying at the airport hotel, Hilton Hotel. Spotting looks good from there, yeah. Something that we've not tried, to be honest with you. I think it might be because it may be a little bit expensive, I don't know, but we found a great hotel. It's called Avid. It's not far from here, very reasonable rates, well, cheap actually compared to most, but also very, you know, professionally run and nice and quiet. Karina, thank you. She has gifted 5 channel memberships. Thank you, Karina. Zoe B. There are currently only 8 runways at Chicago Ward. only. Crazy, isn't it? And called ORD because it was once an orchard, wasn't it? Back in the days when it was used for military purposes. When they only well, it operated in the sort of like standard format which most airports used to have in terms of their runway layout. Sort of like the best way to describe it is like the Star of David. Yeah, some amazing stats here. Now, the other thing is, folks, that later on this year, well, literally in a couple of months' time, you see over here, there is a position up on that bank there where we were last night with our channel members, and also further down as well, which was part 3, day 1, part 3. Super intense up there, but it overlooks this amazingly huge de-icing apron. You see all these poles here, they light up the apron. That's just how big that apron is, man. I mean, we've seen the one in Toronto. Apparently there are huge ones on other airfields around the US, like Memphis, I'm hearing, and so on and so forth. But this is relatively new compared to the last time we were here. It's got its own control tower. That's for the de-icing operations there. So we're going to come back here in sort of like October/November, when it's getting very, very cold. The first frosts are here, when we will see aircraft like what you're seeing here pulling into stand and getting themselves de-iced or defrosted or anti-iced, depending on the operations, because like I said yesterday, you know, it does depend on whether or an aircraft is fresh that morning, in which case it would have to be defrosted, or whether it's an aircraft on turnaround, which would have to be anti-iced. So lots of exciting stuff to come from that one. And as I did explain, and as we all talked about yesterday, that would be a preview show as well, because it would be, you know, alongside Chicago. We'll speak to the media team here and see, make sure they're all happy with it. But the great thing is that standing on that hill over there, you oversee the de-icing pan. Everything, you can see everything. There may be bigger or more efficient operational systems that are working at other airports, but as far as being able to observe them from a distance, obviously, up on that hill, and be able to look down on the apron to see all the goings on, will be just fantastic. Rachel Van said a mount tire. Yeah, well, let's say it's something that we'll have to square up with the folks here at Chicago. We do like to, as much as we can, introduce ourselves when we arrive at airports, depending on, you know, how receptive their media teams are and so on and so forth. There is a spotter's watch here at Chicago called Ord Watch. Yeah, quite funky. Which is open to, obviously, US residents. You have to be a US resident to become a member of Ord Watch, but I'm trying to reach out to them. I did try when I arrived here on Tuesday. Unfortunately, the email address I was given, I think they missed a dot out, but I need to check that with them. So when I leave here, I'm obviously going to be heading over there to Bensonville Police Department, which is just literally up the road, where we have a contact there. We do have a contact there, but like I say, he wasn't in, and the email address I was given was either incorrect or they didn't quite clearly make out the dot. Aiden Camp, Lieutenant Commander Edward Henry O'Hare, March 13th, 1914 to 1943. Let's show if there's a Max 9. There's that plug door there, folks. Of course, that's all now been, still stories emerging about that whole issue with the Max 9 door blowing. Craig Russell. That's off to San Francisco. At 777, thank you, Craig. Smoking away, look. Those Pratt & Whitney engines just really are massively smoky, aren't they? You wouldn't weech. So in Guy Martin's documentary, he shows off the newly developed Rolls-Royce engine, which is ultrafan, and he's asking Ewan asking what jet is this likely to be fitted to. Well, the ultrafan is a new family of engines, much like the Trent family, which will have a number of different variants of engine. Which will be the ultrafan that you probably saw will be the massive engine, which will potentially go to power the likes of the future A350s and even be optioned out as an engine replacement, believe it or not, a swap out engine, because obviously they will be able to deliver somewhere in the region of 10 to 15% more efficiency than the current family of engines. But they will be scaled down as well, because there's one part of the industry where Rolls-Royce are lacking on in terms of supply is the narrow body sector, which is the LEAP engine, which of course is the replacement for the CFM56 engine, so a General Electric company engine. And of course the Pratt & Whitney PW 1000 family of engines, which power the current Neos and E2 jets. Of course the LEAP engine is exclusive on the 737 Max, but and also available on these Neos. This is the Pratt & Whitney engine. See the green sleeve lining in there, the green inner acoustic lining, but also there's two linings in there in the nacelle, forward and aft nacelle, acoustic lining, and also a Kevlar lined, which absorbs any it's all heated in there and everything, so to avoid build up of any ice, etc., etc. So it's a very You know, and of course Max is going through other issues with the redesign of the heating system inside the LEAP engine, because it can overheat, which we saw on a Southwest jet some time ago, where the you know, the jet had an issue with its number one engine, had to return, but obviously they're dealing with that. Personally, I did actually mention that it did seem to be quite an easy fix in terms of, you know, why can't you just have, when it reaches a certain heat, have it automatically cut off, a bit like your average home heating system or thermostat. You know, why can't it just have a thermostat built into it where, you know, the but you know, on the flight deck, rather than it just overheating, surely it can only be run for a certain amount of time, is what I heard. But of course, Spirit Airlines, these guys here have had significant issues with the grounding of probably a third of their fleet over time with that engine issue, with the Pratt & Whitney engine issue. International terminal, right down the other end there. You see the flashing lights of the advertising, the fashion district, isn't it? It's a massive mall down there. John Gossett 727 exclamation, yeah, don't worry. Well, it's a bit of a shame, John, but I mean, well, not a shame, it's a good job that they've kept her out there on the airfield. In fact, one of our members, Ellis Chernoff, has actually flown that 727 at some point. This is Korean, I think it is, isn't it? But that 727 is used as a practice rig for the de-icing teams. It's not a fire training unit. The fire training unit is located over there, which when we were here last time, we saw some fire training going on, which was pretty impressive. There's your jumbo. Oh, gutted. That's the Asiana, isn't it? The reason for that is because that is located in the northern sector cargo terminal. I've got a cargo terminal to my right here, which is the southern sector, which handles FedEx, Atlas Air. We saw Lufthansa in there the other day, Cathay Pacific, amongst a few others. Another handling agents based over the other side of the airfield as well will handle other airlines. Paul Skilling saw Jerry's plane departing Heathrow earlier from my window. Yeah, it's this is a pretty decent one arriving on this runway, Gilly, I think. UPS does go into Chicago, indeed they do. And that is also based here on the right-hand side of me in the southern terminal, southern cargo terminal. This is a freighter, which is a converted freighter. What did you misspell, Area 1? No need to apologise. You're all right. very humid already, man. Ellis, tracking my plane. Thanks, Ellis. Is that GP? Sorry, repeat. Oh, okay. He spelled it with a G. That's fine. That's fine. Happens all the time. Well, Oliver, I would suggest that you read the profile of the channel, and then you will see why I'm in Chicago. And the reason I'm here in a nutshell is I'm here with my members, with my channel members. We've given you guys 1 hour of free view. This is exclusively delivered to our channel members as part of their package. It's a package deal, and we're always honoured to be able to deliver stuff. And again, I mean, people said that Honolulu, nothing's going to beat Honolulu, and then we've had this. Wasn't expecting it, to be perfectly honest with you. A big shout out to Alex as well. I don't know, he might be listening, because obviously we're live around the world. So I hope you're doing well, Alex. Thank you. And Mark as well, who's Chicago Flights. He's a live streamer. Alex, of course, he's an uploader. Uploads 4K videos from here in Chicago. Alex the Planespotting Guy is his channel, and it is 4K video uploads. And Chicago Flights are the live streamers. Well, it is Mark on his own. No chat, no banter, just purely air traffic control, which some people prefer, which is entirely up to them. We very, very rarely get anybody complaining about me nattering on, because I generally keep quiet for the engines, and everything that I talk about is primarily aviation, which I love. I could talk about for hours and hours. Which is, you get a good example of that when I was with Blair the other day, our 737 American Airlines SFO. Oh, she's smoking a bit, this one, isn't she? It's an old CEO, isn't it? Joanna B saying Alex has some amazing videos. There we go. I'll tell you one we're definitely going to put up will be the 777 and 757 United 777 and 757s going out to runway 22. I'll probably be... Oh. Okay. So behind me, you're saying? It's coming from behind me. It's behind you. Yeah. That's the trouble. It would be all right if I had an ATC monitor here, then I could up and down the channel. You know, I could increase and decrease the volume, because I don't like talking over it, because it sort of like gets very convoluted and busy, because we're always talking aviation. I generally, when the aircraft is near, or when the engines are on, or noisy, I will generally shut my mouth, because obviously that's what we're here for, is to hear these beautiful things as well as see them. John Reed is a returning member. Welcome back, John. God knows where we're going to go next month. Oh yeah, that's right, Anchorage, yeah. Yeah. Are we only going to Anchorage? Anchorage always delivers. Don't forget, you've got the jumbos there, you've got the 767s, you've got MD-11s there with FedEx. They've got a big base there as well. UPS, Atlas Air as well. Always the off chance that we might get to see the Dreamlifter. The position that we have there is right next to the runway. Some great positions there. And of course the DC-3, we see that. We see the old 737 freighters, the 300s and the 400s. And we see the DC-9s, the MD-80s. So there's a lot of stuff to catch when we're there in Anchorage. It's not just jumbo jets. Not that that's a bad thing at all, is it? Oh look, another jumbo jet. Yeah, also folks, in terms of Australia, we are looking at going back, but we're looking at going to Melbourne next time. We've been to Sydney, we've seen it, and we loved it, and we will probably go back. And we do have the t-shirt, worn the t-shirt, done everything. But we will, we're going to give Melbourne a try because Melbourne's pretty busy. The Wolf, yeah, the Wolf, DH2, DHC2B, Ray, the wildlife. And Anchorage is also part of the fun, Steph, yes. Russell Betts has gifted 5 channel memberships. Thank you, Russell. That's very, very kind. Yes, the wildlife in in Anchorage can be a bit intense. I came very close to an encounter with a moose one time when I was in Anchorage. Last time we were there, we saw a wolf, which was beautiful, absolutely beautiful, just sitting up there. It's a coyote, yeah, it was a coyote. It's just sitting up there, soaking up the atmosphere and watching the planes, wasn't he? Brian Scott, welcome back. Brian's a premium member. Good to see you, Brian. We'll bring you day 1 and day 2 of our shows next week, and it'll be a good one. What's that, GP? Oh, really? Okay, well, we'll always look at it. Thank you, Adam. Perth apparently is busier than Melbourne. Yeah, well, of course, because you've got the yeah, that's interesting. So it's the far western side of, that's the west coast, yeah, of, yeah, we'll have some of that. Probably about 8 hours less, isn't it? 777 Lenny. Gary Boakes, love Anchorage by international favourite, second only to Heathrow. Oh, HLR, sorry, HLR. HLR. Does he mean? Maybe he means LHR, yeah. I was going to say. Morgan has gifted a channel membership. Morgan, that's very kind of you, because he has only got 1 stripe, so he hasn't been with us long, but he appreciates the generosity. Thank you so much, Morgan. That's very kind of you. We get a lot of people who are gifted memberships and who hang around continuing their membership, and then give membership as well, gift membership as well, which is a wonderful thing to do. But like I said, folks, this is not an exercise for membership gifting. Mr. Pingu is a returning member, and look, his cat, he's got a cat. We've got another cat lover, Mr. Pingu 70. Welcome back. Brian Scott also is a returning member. Welcome back, Brian. Good to see you. All these guys going to be, like I say, going to be getting to see the, oh look, this is our first shot of a 717. Is that 717? I think it is, isn't it? I love the sound of the trains. Lucy Bundy Rowe has gifted a membership. Thank you, Lucy. Very short train today. Look, quite a short train today. Front end of it is over there. Okay. There's only a few carriages today. Just a few carriages. Sure, well, that's got to be it. Oh no, more. Just a couple more, maybe. I don't know, maybe just a few more, maybe. He's not going round in circles, is he? Okay, maybe a couple. Oh, hold on a minute. Flipping heck, mate. That's insane. What's up? What's up, GP? Is it? Okay. Have you got any video from it? Is there any video from it? Lynn Jones, thank you. Gifted a channel membership. That's very kind of you, Lynn. Big help out. 2 sausage dogs. Victoria N is a brand new member. Welcome, Victoria. Victoria. So these are the far runways that you're seeing. So far away. Is it still going on? Yeah, it's still going on. Most patient person in the world. Mrs. Floofage, is Chicago comparable to London Heathrow? Well, the thing is, you know, Leithen, London Heathrow is obviously quite a compact airfield compared to this, but certainly handles a huge number of passengers, but is big on the international scale as well. This does obviously have, a significant amount of international traffic, but a hell of a lot of internal traffic. I wouldn't say regional, because we're talking about stuff from all across the United States and Canada, yeah, United and American serving so many destinations, American destinations. Now that that Korean jet, that's probably coming earlier. That will be being taxied by a qualified technician who is licensed literally to not to fly but to drive these aircraft, and he or she is obviously doing a very careful job there, because they're taking that aircraft off to a remote stand. And one of the things they obviously are highly skilled at is being able to negotiate their way around an airfield like, their way around Chicago. And those gates up there, they sometimes come all the way up here and put them on remote gates. You see Lufthansa sometimes goes into one gate and then will be taken around the other side of the gate because of the code sharing agreements. Beautiful 757-300 Rolls-Royce powered. Oh, there's the end of it. We finally caught the end of it. There it is. Hold on a Wait a minute, you left this behind. Oh, rain, stand by. I just felt rain, mate. Okay, oh, and it's gonna start, it's gonna happen really quick, I think. Okay, let's set Mike's chat standby. That's all on the cover, that's good. Close the... Okay, got rain coming, GP. Can you hear me? Yeah. 2 tons of love. That's Barry White, in it. 2 tons of love. Whatever, buddy. Zoe B watching local radar for just a few patches of moisture left over from last night's storm front that developed over Nebraska and the plains and continued east through southern Wisconsin. Nothing. Remember, Bronner Smith, good day to you, and Bob S has gifted 5 channel memberships. Thanks, guys. Like I say, it's like it's more about the viewing pleasure, but we always appreciate it. And, I think the best moment these last 3 days is a difficult one, but the worst moment was most definitely missing that Atlas air go around. Definitely. I think the best moment has got to have been catching that MD-11 this morning, isn't it? I mean, wow, just literally very, very fortunate. So this runway looks to be relatively quiet in terms of arrivals at the moment. What have we got on the way in? Alberta and Saskatchewan. Craig Russell, you see more MD-11s at Dallas, Fort Worth and SDF, yeah. SDF being Louisville. Yes, of course, yeah. Louisville has tons of net, but mind you, that's all UPS, isn't it? Yeah, Memphis, you'll see the MD-11s more, I would have said, wouldn't it be? Because it's FedEx. Isn't FedEx the major operator of, I think UPS have got like a few MD-11s left. Yeah, that's, I think that's right, but I know that one of the operators retired their MD-11s, and I'm pretty sure it was UPS, because obviously we saw one with that FedEx operating. Yeah, we did used to see. Well, no, we've seen FedEx MD-11s at Anchorage. Sure enough, we get UPS and FedEx at Ontario. So that rain isn't anything to write home about, that's for sure. Oh, look at that. Wow! What a beautiful shot, man. Luke Reynolds, yes indeed, KLM's 321 Neo has, and they're very proud of it, aren't they? KLM making a big point about their switch from Boeing. Well, not so much switch from Boeing. I think they were a little bit sensitive with that and understanding, but their transition to an all Airbus fleet, much like what Delta have done, and TAP are doing. ITA as well, I think, is now an all Airbus operation. I think, but obviously there are. Boeing will obviously improve its operational fleets, but just like what with Airbus, all of the aircraft manufacturers going through significant issues with, just taking the hat off, with supply and demand, with supply, should I say. I want to see if I can catch, I'm going to hold it on that shot there, folks. I just want to see if I can catch a, yeah, there's one going out now. Isn't that fantastic? Okay, Mike back on the stalk. Aidan Campbell, that's a painting right there. Isn't it just? Sort of like dried up a little. Aaron Thomas, Atlas Air from Anchorage to LAX diverting to O'Hare. Check that, GP. Aaron Thomas, Atlas Air, obviously, I don't know if it obviously might be a 747, might be a 777. From Anchorage to LAX diverting to Chicago. Okay, so cutting that flight short. It might be coming in for a fuel stop, and it might be a radar glitch we're hearing. Barbara Siegel, I've searched Big Jet TV Memphis and nothing. We went to Memphis. Is there nothing? I mean, obviously that was members only, wasn't it? I don't think we did any free view in Memphis. Joanna B also correcting, well, not correcting, but letting Barbara Siegel know that you can look in the members section, Barbara. Look under the members yeah, you're not going to get a members show so much on a Google search because obviously they are exclusive to our members. But if you go to your unless there was a free view, so that obviously shows that there wasn't a free view because the YouTube result would come up. But if you look on the members page and look in the videos, go to the live section, and then go to the live section and search Memphis. Should bring it up. Or click on playlist, click on the members playlist, and then work your way through that. Retro. Wow, look at that. Is that all fuel? It's either fuel or oil or one of the two, isn't it? I think so. Yeah, that's not like... Wow, that's insane. I think that's either fuel or oil. It's most certainly liquid, isn't it? That's insane. Craig Russell came from Dallas-Fort Worth yesterday. They have a plane spotting viewing area that you can see planes up close, and they play ATC on the speakers. And Dallas-Fort Worth gets big jets, including Japan's 350-1000. Okay, well, we didn't know that, did we? Did we know about DFW's viewing platform? Is that new or Jill Blakeney, if it was clear, I might catch Jerry flying over on his way home. It's just nuts, isn't it? Absolutely insane. There is a train radar. Isn't there a train? Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Craig Miller saying 99% of that's Bakken crude oil from the Dakotas heading to the East Coast refineries. Wow. Knows his trains. That's someone who knows his trains, so that is oil. I don't know if that's the train company or the oil company. Oh, that's nice of Matilda, isn't it? Giving a shout out to whomever gifted the membership. That's very kind of you, Matilda. Thank you, everybody, for... is that JetBlue, is that? Everything about what, GP? No, it was me. I asked whether it was something new because, well, why didn't we? Why did I just go to the cell phone lot on the other side then? Why didn't I go to that? Is it? Oh, sorry, and I'm thinking of Memphis. Sorry, mate. Okay, yeah. Mrs. Floofage loving the JetBlue livers. Well, we've got some options then, haven't we? Dallas has got to be on the cards then, GP, hasn't it? This one's coming. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I have looked at it before, have I? Yeah, let's have another look at it. Let's revisit it again, shall we? Okay. Yeah. Oh, the United TriStar. Sorry, no, American TriStar or DC-10, one of the two. Yeah. Wind shear. It was it was actually it wasn't wind shear, so to speak. Was it? It was a microburst, wasn't it? A microburst. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Oh really? What, before it hit the tanks? Wow. I've been everywhere, man. Right, let's say goodbye to our Freeview audience. Thank you everybody for joining us, and we are going to go back to it's the shower curtain, isn't it? We're going to go back to our channel members for the last bit of today's show. And we'll see you back in London. Look out for notifications. Subscribe to the channel, folks. That's the only thing I would say. You can download the app as well. It's absolutely free, and there's no in-app purchases or anything silly like that. And it's actually on the app where you can claim your free sticker. Information on that is right there for you on the scroll down. We will be back in London, but like I say, subscribe to the channel, but put notifications on for the channel, and all notifications as well, because we do put notifications out there. You can follow us on Twitter. We also put notifications out on Twitter. I regularly put stuff out on there, and we'll obviously, like I say, put uploads on the notifications on the app. We do upload videos from time to time, just snippets of Big Jet TV, but we are a live channel. We are solely a live channel, and we travel all around the world, man. So that's why you will hear us talking about different destinations and stuff like that. So we'll be back in London on Sunday, believe it or not. Yes, I am going to do that. And a big happy birthday to Jilly, by the way. Happy birthday, Jilly. And all the cats surrounding her right now with their little presents ready for Jilly. Fur ball, bit of sick, maybe, but listen, folks, look after yourselves. Thank you, everybody. You have been wonderful. Zoe B, I think I've just mentioned Zoe B gifting 5 channel memberships. Thank you, Freeview. We'll see you back in London. Members what happens with members, GP? What do I do with members? Okay, we've just dropped the link in here now. Head over there, members, and we'll see you in a little bit. Okay. Thank you, Freeview. James Hayes has gifted a channel membership. Thank you, James. And James is a new member as well. Thank you. Thank you so much. Kai is a new member. So I will need a link from you, will I, Jilly? Or will I? Okay, all right, so I'll come out of that.